Hola, buenas noches. Welcome, everybody, to En Casa con la Plaza. My name is Abelardo de la Peña Jr. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications with La Plaza de Cultura y Artes. And these, of course, En Casa con la Plaza, we've been at it since April of 2020, our virtual series, bringing the best of Latino history, art, and culture from our home to yours. So here I am at home, and you're probably at home too. So welcome, bienvenidos a todos. We are in for a treat tonight, but before we get started, we'd like to thank our sponsors for the evening. The month of January, we've been very fortunate to have with us Kaiser Permanente, a health organization, CVS Aetna, another health organization. I hope you're all vaccinated and keeping safe. And also, let's see, we have I had the list here somewhere. Now it's gone. Anyway, if I remember, there we also have the National Endowment for the Humanities, California Humanities, and last but not least, Union Pacific Foundation. All right, a bit of an update on what's going on at La Plaza de Cultura y Artes. We've been open for a while and continuing to practice health and safety guidelines. So please, if you come to La Plaza this weekend, which we hope you do, wear your mask. We're asking you to wear a secure, a surgical mask, or one of those N95s or KN95s, and show your proof of vaccination as well. And you get to enjoy all the exhibitions that we have in store for you, including our permanent exhibitions and our temporary exhibitions, including Carlos Samaras' Evolution of Form, which is a groundbreaking exhibition. It's only going to be around for another 3 weeks, so you got to get in there while you can. La Tienda gift store is also open, so if you have any extra Christmas money, bring it on down. Treat yourself. All right. We have with us tonight artist, musician, songwriter, and poet Eddika Édule Organista Moctezuma, also going by Édule. She's an artist, musician, composer of songs and poetry, born in Boyle Heights and of Mexican descent. She was brought up in various parts of the U.S. and Mexico. We'll get to know her better. But she comes from a family of musicians, which is always a good thing. She's been writing songs. She began singing at 5 years old, began playing guitar at 11, has been writing songs since she was 12. She's been the front woman of LA-based group El Haru Kuroi and also Yanga, but since 2020, just a couple years, she's been expanding on her career as a soloist, using her middle name Édule as her artist name, releasing singles, and recently an EP, just this last October. She sings in 3 languages, but singing in her first language, Spanish, is prominent in her music. So let's bring on, please join us, Édule. There you are.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. You came very highly recommended by Rafa Cardenas, the photographer, recent podcaster who's got a podcast of his own. But we want to get to know you, Édule. So tell us a little bit about you were born in Boyle Heights, but then you
Yes.
spent your life in Mexico and various parts of the U.S. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I lived in well, I was born there and my parents lived on Soto and we were there until I think I was about 3 when we moved out because the gangs really freaked them out and so we went more east and then we went to San Gabriel area, San Gabriel Valley, San Gabriel. And then there was a big earthquake in Mexico City in 1985, and my mom, we lost my grandma that year. My mom left, and but on the way back, coming back to the United States, my dad and I went to pick her up, and there was a discrepancy in her papers, and she got deported, and so her and I left back with her, and we stayed in Mexico. I went back with her, and I went to school in Mexico City. We lived in Oaxaca, and we lived in Veracruz and Mexico City. And I came back. Yeah, I came back maybe like I think it was in 4th grade or something. And yeah, I lived here until I was about 15. I started living with my dad, and then we went back to Mexico because my other grandma, his mom, was sick. We went back to Mexico, so I went to school. I did part of my high school there. And when we came back, uh, it was really bad here in California, so he got a job playing music in Las Vegas, Nevada. And so we moved to Las Vegas, which I hated. But there I really delved into music and writing and poetry, and yeah, that's where I really really did it. I really, it was my friend, this guitar, well, not this one, but guitar in general was my friend. And my I was a loner, a big loner at for a long time in my life, but the music was always, my companion. Yes.
Oh,
So that's
that's
how
a
we
great
moved.
that's a great story. And you started singing at the age of 5.
Yeah,
What kind of
yeah.
songs were you singing back then?
Well, my dad, he's a musician. My dad's side of the family, they're all musicians. My grandma, after my grandpa passed away, she was upholding all her kids, my aunts and uncles, playing music. They would play at the church. And so I grew up with music instruments in the house. And my dad would record me and sing little songs from school, or little things that we would do, a lot of krikri. I would sing. I don't know, a lot of younger generations don't know about that, but I grew up listening to krikri and those cuentos, those stories. And yeah, that's my dad would like to record me a lot, so there's like little recordings of me when I was little. Yeah.
All right, but you've been even songwriting. You began playing guitar at a very early age. You've been songwriting as well. So tell us about the first songs that you started playing and singing.
Oh God. Well, I was a teenager. I was playing like my little depressed songs. I was like 12. It was just simple stuff. When I learned how to hold the guitar and play it, I started just messing around and would write poems and then attach music to it. I would do that kind of stuff. But I was more serious about it, like in my like later teens. Yeah. Uh, So,
And
but yeah.
go ahead. No, no.
No, yeah, then I went formally to Pasadena City College. I didn't want to actually got a scholarship to go to UNLV, but I didn't want to be at Las Vegas anymore. So decided to come back to California, and I went to PCC, which is where I met my bandmates and a lot of people that I currently know to this day. We met in the music department, and yeah, that coming here to PCC, going to their PCC just opened up many things. And also I got introduced to self-help graphics through my painting class. I met two key people that hooked me up with self-help graphics, and it just, my whole world kind of opened up, honestly, from that time.
Yeah, well, from being as a self-described shy girl, kind of a loner, to all of a sudden be exposed to well, PCC is a great school. My son went there. One of my daughters went there, and it just is an incredible learning experience, but also a cultural and a social experience, and being able to meet so many new
Right.
people. And so
Yeah,
you met your
yeah.
bandmates there.
Yeah, we met in the jazz department. Yes, in the music department, and we we would do little gigs, school gigs, and then we were part of various groups actually, and yeah, it just developed. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, one of the group that you're most associated with is El Haru Kuroi. So how did that one come together?
Well, we met there at PCC. We were studying in the music department. We studied with Bobby Bradford, and we met there, and then we actually were in a group together. Orquestra Clandestina was my first group with them, and then from there, we actually had, at PCC, they were, I think we got told that, oh, do you guys want to play for a September 16th, like a Mexican independence thing at the Pasadena Library. And so we put something together, just us three, and I played like some originals of mine and some Chavela Vargas songs, and we played, and then we were like, hey, well, why don't we do this more? And so that was kind of the initiation, really.
All right. And so who are the other two?
Well, it's Dominic Rodriguez and Michael Anthony Ibarra. Yes.
Nice, nice. So, and you have a song that you did that you have performed and you've recorded, and you have a video for. So, why don't you tell us about it?
Oh, yeah, that song. Well, that one was a little different. That one was recorded in 2020. And actually, uh, that one we recorded in 2020. And that particular song is very different because Michael wasn't in there. He didn't record with us. He became a dad in 2020. And and then with everything, we just kind of everything just we all separated. But when things were safer, we Dominic and I were getting together. We were already starting to rehearse this song in 2019. And so in 2020, we're like, okay, let's record it. And we recorded it. Dominic played the bass line and he recorded it at his house. He had all his gear and everything. And uh, yeah, and then we actually did it at the end. Yeah, we did it 2020, and then in 2021 we did the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, play us a song. I know we weren't able to
Okay.
get the set list together because,
Yes.
believe it or not, we had technical problems. But yeah, give us.
Let me share this first song. Yes, this first song is called Tree Melody. This is actually a song that I made back when I was going to PCC. I recorded an EP of a collection of songs that I recorded 10 years ago. Well, 11 years ago. And it didn't come back until 2020. I was able to like get them mastered and mixed everything in 2020. So this is my first composition, jazzy composition called Tree Melody, and this is a song like as if the tree is speaking. It's a tree's perspective, and it's called Tree Melody.
All right, great. Let's hear it.
Here he goes. It's a short song. It's a 1-minute song. Here we go. For many years I've stood here through the changes of the weather. Sometimes it's been a pleasure, other times it's been lonely. Just hoping that a bird will land on my limb while the wind brushes my bark skin, making a dancer out of me, flickering the leaves off of me. I stand still, my spirit is intact. It's a fact, I will remain here for long. Oh, but the day will come when I will reach my home and fly throughout our universal dome. Ooh, 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 the day will come when I will reach my home and fly throughout our universal dome.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's short, but it's pretty powerful, even though it's soft and understated. Where did the inspiration for this come from?
I was on a road trip to Sacramento, and I was just looking at the trees, and then I started writing just this. I wrote this poem first. It was a poem, and I was thinking about the trees and their lives, the life of a tree, right? And I wrote it, and yeah, I put it away, and for maybe like 2 years later, while in music department, we were asked to create a song, an original song, and I wrote the music part, and I'm like, what can I attach to the what words can I put? And I was looking through my poetry book, and I tried it. I remember that I had this poem, and I tried it, and it worked, and so it came together. Yeah.
All right, nice. All right. Well, before we go to the next
Yeah.
piece of the show, want to thank the people, some of you that are out there. And I'm sorry I'm so bright. We didn't.
It's okay.
We both have been. We had a little
It's
bit of
okay.
an issue before we started, but we're here, and that's what's
Yes.
important.
Yes.
Holly Lynn Purser, thank you so much for joining us from Apple Valley. Madi Riddle, hi Madi. I hope you're doing well. from Los Angeles, and Edith Martinez, good evening from Montebello. And all of you, let us know that you're out there, where you're viewing from. We'd like to know. So, and if you have any questions, you could ask them during the conversation, or you could ask them afterwards. But use the Q&A feature, use the chat feature on Zoom, use the comment feature here on Facebook, and yeah, we're gonna keep going. So yeah, so tell us about how you tell us a little bit about how the band first started. What kind of experiences did you have? You know, where did you gig?
Oh,
What did you record?
oh, well, we gigged kind of all over. We did a lot of shows. We did some shows at Self Help Graphics. We did galleries. We did, of course, like venues like bars like La Cita and El Cid. We did the Echo before. We did a tour in 2013 to New Orleans. So we played in Arizona. We played in on our way there. We played in Austin, Texas. Shout outs to Texas, Austin, Texas. And then we made it to NOLA, to New Orleans, and yeah, we had a blast. That was an experience for sure. We've gone back a couple times to Arizona, Tucson, um, and then in 2016, we actually played in Japan, and for a Cinco de Mayo type of celebration. And then we went back again in 2018 for Dia de los Muertos um, thing that they did out there, and we were part of that. That was really special. But I mean, we've done a lot of local stuff. We did some stuff in New York before, and also Missouri. We did like the True Falls Festival, things like that. We did a lot of festivals here, the Eagle Rock Festival, and just different things like that. We've been blessed to do that, those kinds of things, and even community events and things like that, fundraising events and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I remember seeing you here in the band at Olvera Street. I think you once played there at
Okay.
the kiosk, right there at the
Oh,
Placita.
yeah. Could be. It could be. Yeah. I don't. Oh my God, I don't remember that,
All
but
right.
yeah.
Okay, but tell us, where did the name come from, El Haru Kuroi?
Oh, well, at the time I was going to UCLA, and I was around a lot of I studied ethnomusicology, and I was studying Portuguese as well, and I just wanted something that wasn't in English or Spanish, and I wanted something to for it to be different. But it means dark spring. The Haru is spring, and Kuroi is dark or black. And our music has kind of it has like a dark and also very beautiful undertones, like very it's like a yin and yang type of thing. It has both sides, the I guess the topics and stuff. So it made sense, like a dark and a spring at the same time. And also um Dominic and I are born in the spring, and at one time Mike and Dom would always wear black, and I would be like, you guys are the dark ones and I'm the spring, it would just make fun. But it's more about like a yin and yang duality type of thing. Yeah.
Right. And who would write the songs?
I write the songs. Well, yeah, I usually would just compose the skeleton of the music, in my room and my guitar, and then they get rearranged. They get arranged rather at when we're all together. We arrange them, and then it takes a different shape. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's hear another song.
Okay, so I'm gonna play actually I'm gonna play a song that came out on our second album. It's called Miragem, which is in Portuguese, and this would be the original version that I made by myself. But then when we played it with the band, it's just a whole other version. So it's yeah, mirage, like almost like reality is like a dream, and I don't know if dreams are real or what's real, and but the colors of the mirage always remain. And I'm kind of just giving a little summary of what the words say, but
All
this
right.
is miraging.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Uma miragem que não se cansa de existir.
reflete a luz do sol. Todos os sonhos são muito mais reais. Os pulsos sentir, tanto que não sei se eu presente o sonho mais. Porque vai passando rápido e não posso alcançar. Oh, oh, ontem já não é e amanhã também não será. Vou lhe lembrar todas as cores que ficarão. Oh, story like not anyone recorded down. Though moment's gone, oh, memory is always clear, but still it is far from here. Uma miragem que não se cansa de existir. Ah, os pulsos sentir, tanto que não sei se eu pressenti o sonho mais. Porque vai passando rápido e não posso alcançar. Oh, 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 ontem já não é e amanhã também não será. Vou lhe lembrar todas as cores que ficarão. Sempre estarão todas as cores na miragem. Story like not anyone recorded down. The moment's gone. Oh, memory is always clear, but still it is far from here.
Oh, beautiful. Very, very nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I released that in my EP last year, so that's in there. You can find it there.
All right. And your EP could be found, where could people listen to your EP?
On YouTube, on Spotify. It's called Collection of Saudade.
Yeah, tell us about that, because your Portuguese is spot on. I don't know Portuguese. It's for me, it's a little Spanish. It's a little French,
Right.
but it's a
Yes,
beautiful,
yes, yes.
beautiful language,
Yes, it
and
really
it
is.
just has so much soul in it. And
I know. I
saudade,
love it.
yeah, I know saudade means like a longing.
A
Of
longing, nostalgia, missing. Yes, that's right. So it's kind of like these collections of songs since I recorded them 11 years ago, and I they were just on the shelf for all these years. I just got busy and I didn't revisit it, and so it seems like it was appropriate to make it collection of saudade. And yeah, Portuguese. I grew up listening to a lot of Brazilian music because of my dad. In Mexico, he would get lots of records, Brazilian records. So growing up, he would always be playing records and Tania Maria and Tom Jobim and Jorge Ben. Yeah, and I love Caetano. There's just so many musicians that I adore from Brazil, and I ever since I was little, I was like I'm gonna learn the language, you know, and I kind of understood it as a kid, as a child, but I didn't. I was like, it was very intriguing because I sort of understood and I didn't. And it was like a mystery, and so I made it a mission to learn it, and I went out there to Brazil to study also, and I just wanted to sing and write and read and understand the music, you know. So yeah, so that's why we I integrated this thing in our music because I also I also kind of liked that nobody understood what I was saying, and I felt like I had freedom to say whatever I wanted. But I mean, but now I want people to know what I'm. Now I really do want people to know, and I'm starting to do songs in English, more in English. So, but yeah, I really love the language. I really love singing in Spanish as well.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
in this one, the one you just sang, it has both languages. And was it like a translation or a transcreation of
No,
what
it was
you're singing? In,
no, it's just kind of like another separate lyric to the whole just the whole concept of a mirage and how it's not there. It is there, but it's not there. And just like memories are gone, but they were there once. And a recording, you know, it's just like an essence of something that existed, but it's not there. You know, it's like that whole contradiction.
yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Who was your like your main inspiration in music and scene as you know you have people that your father, of course, listened to music from Mexico, from Brazil, and certainly from the U.S. But who has been your inspiration?
Oh man, that's hard because there's so many artists that I love. I mean, I really like Bjork. She's I love her music. I love Caetano Veloso, Georgie Ben, Tania Maria. I grew up listening to Celia Cruz a lot, Hector Lavoe, Jose Jose, um, and also a lot of Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, and Roberta Flack. My mom would love, she would always play Roberta Flack. You know, so it's just like a whole bunch of different things, a whole bunch of different artists and different genres, really. It's hard to pinpoint with one. Yeah.
Yeah, and you say that you took these songs out of the off the shelf, and I guess we all had a lot of time uh, to be able to either go back to things that we loved or to learn new things during these last couple of years. And so, how did besides playing the music, learning the music, or recording it, how else did you survive this pandemic?
Well, actually, yeah, playing was definitely a main therapy. But well, I guess this will be a good segue for this next song I'm going to do. Well, I was actually hired a couple times during 2020 to compose music, and I was grateful, very grateful, because I was hired, you know, to do this, and I had to do it by myself, and it allowed me to just realized that I could, you know, put beats in it and write, do the bass with my synth, and you know, do all the parts, and it made me feel like okay, I could do this, you know, and so in 2020, I was asked to be part of this project by ACTA, and they were asking like 10 local musicians to create a song about Boyle Heights. And so this is the song I'm gonna play. It's called Their Landing, and it for me personally, it's I decided to just start it with my parents' journey to Boyle Heights, and then it kind of flourished into what I see in what I would see and experienced in Boyle Heights. And I mean, I remember going to a lot like Big Buy, which is now CVS, I think, right there on Chavez. And I remember going to this one little place, which is I think is there. I don't remember the name, but it's on Chavez. They make licuados and different things. And then like Otomi-san, which I mentioned in the song that I'm gonna play. It's a Japanese restaurant. I grew up eating there because I mean it was really delicious food. I grew up eating this Japanese food um, since then, and still as an adult, I've gone. But so this is called Their Landing, and this is the one song that I worked on, and I mean I put drums and bass and synth and guitar and voice. But of course, this is going to be a stripped down version of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we could catch this the song on your YouTube channel, right?
Yes, you can see it also on Acta, on you can see it on I believe Spotify. Yes,
All
it's
right, good.
called Their Landing.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
From the south they came with a daughter in womb from a journey through TJ saw an extension of their own south, and all the people, food, and places, and colors, a variety of sights have existed since before. Like Otomi-san on First Street, Brit Street Shoal, and the sights of mariachis making a living, and all the murals that are seen, like the corner of Soto and the street once called Brooklyn. Oh, the history it shows, all the stories are told of all the people since before, folks and places from long ago. Newcomers, please do know of all the stories being told. Photographs of parks and streets, the memories, the memories. Newcomers, please do know of all these stories being told. Photographs of parks and streets, the memories, the
Oh, very nice. Well, you've lived all over the, not all over the world, but what draws you to
Too
Boyle
Mexico
Heights?
in here. Well, I mean, I was born there, and also it's kind of a center for well, first of all, self-help graphics. I have to mention it because when I was going to PCC, originally started as an art student. I was an art student, and I was doing music classes here and there. And from there, I met, I met actually the son of the curator that was at Self Help Graphics at the time, Cristina Ochoa, and uh, and she was yeah, she was the curator, and then Jaime, her son, my friend, introduced me to the printmaking classes that were happening in Boyle Heights, and I became into these just wood cutting, and it became a thing, and so that was a link for me already, and then I got introduced to the Day of the Dead celebration there. I mean, I was aware of the Day of the Dead because of living in Oaxaca and when I was little, but I got introduced to it over here, right? As a young adult. And so I did my first performance as just by myself, Dia de los Muertos song, which is a song that we actually recorded with my group, but I originally played it by myself at the Day of the Dead, and so I have a lot of love for Boyle Heights because of that. I was born there, even though I didn't grow up there. Only when I was until 3 years old, but I ended up coming back. That I ended up We rehearsed there. I performed there, and it's just kind of like a little mecca for a lot of people. Culture and food, like I said, food and culture. So that's why it has, it's special to me, of course.
Well, no, it's special to a lot of people, and and there's such strong loyalty and passion for that place, for where they live and work and breathe and play. And no, that was a nice evocation. And where could people hear the entire EP? I think it's an EP, right? Or is it just
Correct.
like?
Yes, yes. Well, that the song that I just did is by itself. It's their landing. You could see it on YouTube. There's a little video that was made, so you could check it out. It's called "Their Landing" by Eddika Organista. I didn't use my middle name, but there it's Eddika Organista. Their Landing. It's under, I believe, ACTA, um, the the um, the organization that put it together. So you can check it out there.
All right.
Yeah. So I don't know how much time, but I have three more songs. I hope I'm
Sure.
able to do them.
Let's do
Yeah.
let's do them. Yeah, let's do them. Talk about the first one, play it. Talk about the second, play it. Then talk about the third, play it, and I'll just be listening and enjoying.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, this next song is the one that I recorded with El Haru Kuroi, and it's called All the Change. And it's kind of like things may seem like they're the same. I mean, this isn't part of the lyrics. It seems like everything is kind of on the same loop, but they are not really. It is ever changing, and then we get thrown little curveballs like we did in 2020, right? And then it's like, oh dang, okay, I gotta adjust, and so it's kind of something like about that. So, and this is in English. This is one of our I believe this is our first. Oh no, this would be our second song in English. So this is called All the Change, and this is a version that's reduced in just guitar and voice, because there's like synth in it. There's there's a whole thing in it, and you can check out the video on YouTube, and it's called All the Change.
It's all the same. It's all the same.
Beautiful.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, so this next song, uh, this one, okay, we have enough. This one right here, it will be one that I am debuting right here in Plaza en la Casa, right? And this is one that I haven't yet recorded, but I started developing it last year, and I'm gonna put drum beats and bass and synth and the whole works. But this is a super stripped down version of it, and this is called In Tune, and this is just being vocal about uh, how things how well, how can I say, things that are imposed on us that I'm not really agreeing with. And so this is called In Tune. Here we go. Okay.
It has begun to disintegrate. It was so before, now to the unknown. Let's rewrite the tone. One that feels more in tune. I will not comply with the status of the world, but I will join with earth laws that give life, love, and sunshine. Oh, 'cause it feels more in tune. 'Cause it feels more in tune. 'Cause I get close to you. Ooh, I see the truth. 'Cause it feels more in tune. I don't understand it. This life game we are playing, so surreal this world is. I don't resonate with it. So I tune in with the sun. So I tune in with earth and sun. So I tune in with the sun. So I tune in with earth and sun. The one thing that makes any sense are the simple natural gifts that we get. Cause it feels more in tune.
Wow. That was, it sounded like an organ, what you're playing there.
And or yeah, I have a pedal.
It's
I have my
wow,
pedal.
but it's so atmospheric
Oh,
and just
cool.
no, really enjoy and like a little mini
Thank you.
suite of
Yeah,
songs.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a whole bunch of things mixed together. But this is gonna have drum beats and uh, synth and a whole bunch of things. But this is just like the debut, the simple debut version of it. Thank you for allowing me to present all these songs. Thank you.
Oh no, of course. All right. Well,
Yeah,
unfortunately, this is your last song with us.
that's fine.
The
Yeah.
last that's coming up. No, you're gonna do one more, right?
Oh yes, yes,
Yes.
definitely.
All right. Good.
And in that and on that note, this is called natural gifts that the lovely nature gives us. Okay, this is in my EP, by the way. So here it goes.
Many times I've seen the sunrise, many times I've admired the blue skies. Many times I've heard the birds sing, I wonder what they're saying to me. Y cuando escucho el mar, se lleva mi alma a volar. Tus olas rítmicas me inspiran a cantar así, me inspiran a cantar así, me inspiran a cantar así. Ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, ba, ba. Ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, ba. Ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, ba, ba. Ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, ba. Many signs all over the world. Natural gifts all planned so perfectly. We are children, witnesses of time, travelers of history. En la noche en tu cielo azul me quiero perder. En la primavera me inspiro a cantar así. Me inspiro a cantar así. Me inspiro a cantar así. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, I find the truth in the sky. I find the time to recognize natural gifts are here for us to find within your beautiful design. I see the truth in your sky. Oh, 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 y cuando escucho el mar, se lleva mi alma a volar. Tus olas rítmicas me inspiran a cantar así, me inspiran a cantar así, me inspiran a cantar así.
Oh yeah, nice. You could definitely hear that Brazilian influence in that nice song. And no, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
you must really love nature.
I do. It's the truth for me, honestly. It really is plants and the sunshine and guitar, the music, animals. Yes, it's very healing. I recommend everybody to just touch touch the grass with their bare feet, or touch plants. It's very healing. It really is.
It sure is. Yeah, I think a lot of us, we found both a refuge in nature. You know, walking, going to enjoying gardens. We started, my wife and I, going to descanso gardens, taking hikes up the Arroyo Seco, and it's first of all it's socially distant, but just being around so much beautiful greenery and the sounds of nature and the
Right.
birds. Yeah, highly recommended.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Well, thank you
Thanks
so
so much
much.
again. Yeah, thank you for having me. And thanks everyone out there who joined in. I appreciate it for lending an ear and sitting in with us here. Thank you, Plaza, for hosting these. I appreciate it.
No, it's our pleasure, and we just we're very fortunate, even though in these unfortunate times of being able to bring on in Casa con la Plaza, such a diverse talents from all over LA and from all over the US here. So, and even Mexico, we've
Right.
interviewed and brought in a couple of people from Mexico, and we will continue to do so. So, thanks for joining us out there.
Thank
If
you.
Yeah, sure, and all of you out there that joined in today, thank you for coming to En Casa tonight. If you didn't catch the whole session, if you came in a little bit late, we've been recording it. We'll be putting it on our YouTube page at La Plaza LA, on our it's on our Facebook, of course, at La Plaza LA, and also on our website, lapca.org. You could catch all 240 plus of our sessions, which include cooking demonstrations, presentations of important topics, immigration, and so much more. So education and and plus performances like this that we've all been missing, being there sitting with other people live, but now we're kind of opening up. But this is really the best place on a Friday night when it's cold outside and we still have to
Yes.
wear masks. So thank you so much, Edule.
Okay. Thank you so much. Ciao, everyone. Have a good night. Have a great weekend.
All right, good night, everybody. First of all, catch us Monday. We have our hibiscus tinga with Chef Ricardo Pablo Vega from Moderno Cocina. That's Monday, the January 25th at 3 p.m. And next week on Friday, January 28th at 7 p.m., we have Dan Guerrero Happy Hour returning after a couple weeks out with guest Alice Bagg, Chicana punk rock singer songwriter of Alice and the Bags, and so much more. So thank you for joining us. Thanks to our sponsors, and muchas gracias a todos y nos vemos muy pronto. Buenas noches.